Hi everyone, my name is Elliot. I'm an electrical engineering major at Cal Poly. I'm originally from Santa Maria, California, so consider me local. And let's see. My career goals are to be a telecommunications engineer, so literally anything with wireless communications. I'm currently on the way to study radio frequency engineering through Cal Poly's EE major. Let's see, what's next? 3 of my hobbies, I believe. Yes, 3 of my hobbies. My first hobby is music. I play a bunch of different instruments, the most common one being the trombone. I play the trombone for the Cal Poly Mustang Band. I've been playing music of all sorts since I was just a tiny child. I love listening to music too, but we'll get to that in a bit. Second hobby is probably electronics, in the sense of designing and building stuff. So I've been getting really into just like making gadgets and all that. I work at an electronics store and I get to buy a lot of stuff for really cheap there. So that really does not help by feeding into my desire to build things. In a similar vein, a third hobby that I would consider myself pretty active in is computer stuff. Specifically, I love just like getting old equipment and repurposing it into doing new stuff. There's a whole server rack in the garage that we got from the Cal Poly surplus auctions like a year ago, and I've been slowly populating it with stuff. Old computers, new computers, rack mount equipment, networking stuff. There's a whole term for it. It's called home labbing, but that's more detail that we don't need to get into right now. Those are hobbies. So far this summer has been mostly working. Just taking time off from school up until now. Saving up money, paying for rent without parental assistance, that kind of stuff. I've done a little bit of traveling to go see family up in Sacramento, that's where my sister lives, or in the Central Valley by Fresno, that's where my girlfriend and her family live. Overall, a fairly relaxed summer. The key to success as a college student is a very difficult concept to narrow down, and I understand that. I think one of the things that is really helping me is just remembering why I'm here in the first place. Realizing that I have a purpose, however obscure that purpose may be at this institution. And that's more of a just personal meaning type of response, although skill-wise, I think that time management is of paramount importance for just a college student in general. It's something that I've struggled extensively throughout my academic career, and it's something that I continue to struggle with. So I think that improving upon that and just keeping your own willpower properly supplemented by, knowing what your purpose is, knowing what your goals are pretty close to being some keys to success. And let's see. Finally, a recommendation for a favorite artist, band, TV show, or movie. I don't really listen to music by artists most of the time. However, I have taken a pretty substantial fascination with Underworld, specifically the British electronic duo Underworld, consisting of Rick Smith and Carl Hyde. They've made some absolute bangers, for those of you who enjoy electronic music, and I just think they're absolutely worth your time to listen to, especially some of their hits. I do recommend. Cool. Thank you.